Silence. Shanti. Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed about the mole concept. During the last two video classes, we discussed about the mole concept and the numerical based on the mole concept. We discussed the relationship between the number of moles and gram molecular mass. We discussed the number of the numericals based on the number of moles and volume, and also the number of moles into number of molecules. So, near about 20 numericals, 15 to 20 numericals we discussed in the last class. Now, today we will discuss about your empirical formula and percentage composition. Already we discussed about your molecular formula. We know molecular formula is the actual number of atoms which are present in a molecule. Molecular formula gives all the information that how many atoms of each kind is present in a molecule. For example, if I write the popular name benzene. So benzene. So we know the benzene what C6H6. C6H6. Topic is what empirical formula. Now benzene we know what C6H6. So this means what the molecule benzene is consisting of what 6 atoms of what 6 atoms of carbon and what 6 atoms of hydrogen. Okay. So C6H6 is what is the molecular formula. So molecular formula for benzene is what C6H6. From this, what information we are getting? We are getting the information that the one molecule of benzene is consisting of 6 atoms of carbon and 6 atoms of hydrogen. So molecular formula is giving all the information that how many atoms of each kind is present in one molecule of the substance. Now from this benzene, if I because C6H6 here, if I take a common factor of 6, I can get what CH. So and this is CH. The CH depends what the simplest ratio of the atoms. The simplest ratio of the atoms which present in a one molecule of the given substance. So this is called what? Empirical formula. Okay. So molecular formula gives what the actual number of atoms present in a one molecule substance. Empirical formula gives what the simplest ratio of the atoms which are present in one molecule of the substance. So here you see this is 6. This 6 is called your n factor. Okay. Now how can you get this one? You see, if I take C6H6, if I take molecular formula mass, if I calculate what you see 6 are there, so 6 into 12 plus H6 are there, 6 into 1 equal what 72 plus 6 equal what 78. So 78 is what molecular formula mass. Now CH CH is what, empirical formula. Okay, now empirical formula mass, I'll get what, carbon 12 plus hydrogen molecule 13. Okay, now see, if I take your molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass, I will get what? Molecular formula mass how much? 78. This what? 13 equal what? 6. So this 6 is what? The N. Okay. So what can I do? Molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass equal what? N equal what? N. Okay. So what I will write now? N is equal to what? N is equal to molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass. Okay, N equal what? Molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass. Now, so I can write what? This is the molecular formula, this is the empirical formula. So empirical formula into N equal what? Molecular formula. So this implies I can add what? Now molecular formula is equal what? N into empirical formula. So molecular formula what? N into empirical formula. Right? Write this zero. Molecular formula is equal to what? N into empirical formula. Okay. So molecular formula equal to what? N into empirical formula. Right. Now see, is that clear? Simply from the molecular formula mass and empirical formula mass, you can determine the N factor. Then after, if empirical formula is given, you can find out the molecular formula. Okay. Let's see if I write a question now. Question number 1. The empirical formula of a compound is CH2O. Okay. Find out the molecular formula if molecular formula mass of the substance is 180. Is what? 180. Okay. Now see. So what is given here? See, the empirical formula of a compound is CH2O. Okay. So empirical formula is given means also the empirical formula mass is given, because from the formula you can determine the mass, right? Isn't it? See, given here the empirical formula for compound is CH2O. So what I write? Empirical formula what? CH2O. Okay. Therefore, empirical formula mass equal what? CH2O. C what is the atomic mass of carbon? Carbon 12. Okay, 12 plus hydrogen 2. 2 into 1 plus what? Oxygen 16 equal what? What 30. Okay. Now molecular formula mass equal to what? 180 given. 180 given here. Okay. Therefore, N is equal to molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass divided 180 by 30 equal to 6. Okay. So now we get the value of N equal to 6. Now this implies molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. Okay. So N how much here? 6 here. Okay. Now what is the empirical formula? CH2O. So we get what here? C into 6 into C, C6C, H2 into 6C, H12, O into 6C, O6. Okay. So C6C, H12, O6 is the molecular formula of the compound whose empirical formula is given as what here? CH2O, and the molecular mass is 180. And this is your well-known compound glucose. Okay. Right. Question number 1. Right. So in this way we can find out the molecular formula. Okay. From the given value of empirical formula and molecular formula mass. Clear? Now another question you can solve in this way. If you given here find out the empirical formula of the compound CH3COOH. CH3COOH whose empirical formula mass is 30. Okay, see here, find out the empirical formula of the compound CH3COOH whose empirical formula mass is 30. So how can you solve it? See, given here what the empirical the molecular formula is given. Okay, so first of all molecular formula equal what? CH3COOH equal what? C2H4O2. Right? Now the molecular formula mass equal how much? 2 into 12 plus 4 into 1 plus 2 into 16 equal what? 60. So 60 is the molecular formula mass. Now given here empirical formula mass is given. Empirical formula equal what? Empirical formula mass what? 30. Okay. So now you can find out the n factor here. Okay. Very simple also. Therefore n is equal to molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass. Okay. Equal what? 60 by 30 equal to 2. Now we have n into empirical formula equal what? Molecular formula. It's simple I say. Empirical formula is equal to molecular formula by n. So what is the empirical molecular formula here? C2H4O2. What is the n here? 2. You get what? CH2O. So CH2O is the empirical formula of the compound CH3COOH. Okay. Now next, this is your question number 2. Question number 2. Find out the empirical formula of the compound CH3COOH. So given here the empirical formula mass is 30. So this way we can calculate. Right. Now what is your percentage composition? What is your percentage composition? So next we will discuss what the percentage composition. We know what is the composition? Composition means the different number of atoms present in a molecule. How the matrix, how a molecule is being composed? The molecule is being composed of atoms. Okay. So we have to find out here the percentage composition, right? Percentage composition. First of all, if I say suppose calcium carbonate, calcium carbonate is what? CaCO3, right? So calcium carbonate is composed of calcium, carbon and oxygen. Calcium carbonate is composed of what? Calcium, carbon and oxygen. Now here you see the gram molecular mass of calcium carbonate equal what? Calcium what? 40 plus carbon what? 12 plus oxygen what? 3 into 16 equal what? 48 equal to how much? 100 gram. Right? So 100 gram of calcium carbonate contains what? 40 gram of calcium, 12 gram of carbon and 48 gram of oxygen. Right? So these are 40 gram. So here calcium equal what? 40 gram, carbon 12 gram and oxygen what? 48 gram. So what you can say, the 100 gram of calcium carbonate contains 40 gram of calcium, 12 gram of carbon and 48 gram of oxygen. So what I will write here, 100 gram of calcium carbonate contains calcium equal what? 40 gram. Therefore, percentage of calcium in calcium carbonate is equal to what? 40 by 100 equal what? 40%, right? So percentage means what? How much out of 100? How much of a particular component is present out of 100 parts of the molecule? Similarly, here I will write here 100 gram of calcium carbonate contains carbon equal what? 12 gram. Therefore, percentage of carbon in calcium carbonate is equal to what? 12%. Okay. Similarly, here 48 100 gram of calcium carbonate contains oxygen equal to how much? 48 gram. Therefore, percentage of oxygen equal to what? 48%. So, for example, now if I take an example, if I take another example, now see, now consider, CH4, you see CH4 methane. Now see, gram molecular mass of methane equal how much? 12 plus 4 equal what? 16 gram. Okay. So 12 gram of carbon and 4 gram of hydrogen. 12 gram of carbon is present in 16 gram of methane. Okay. So what will I write here? 16 gram of methane contains carbon equal to 12 gram. 16 gram of methane contains carbon how much? 12 gram. So 12 gram of carbon is present in 16 gram of methane. So how much of carbon will be present in 100 gram of methane? That will be the percentage composition of carbon there in methane. Okay. So here 16 gram of methane contains carbon 12 gram. Therefore, 1 gram of methane will contain how much? 12 by 16. Okay. Therefore, 100 gram of methane equal what? 12 by 16 into 100. Okay. 4 4 ja, 4 25 ja, 4 1 ja, 4 3 ja equal what? 75%. So 75% is 75 is the percentage composition of carbon in methane. Is that clear? Okay. So gram molecular mass of methane is 16 gram here. Now 16 gram of methane contains 12 gram of your carbon. Okay. So what I will write? 16 gram of methane contains carbon 12 gram. Therefore 1 gram methane will contain carbon 12 by 16. Therefore 100 gram of methane will contain how much of carbon? 12 by 16 into 100. That is what? 75% of carbon. This meaning is what? In methane 75% of carbon is there. Okay. So if 75% of carbon is there, then the hydrogen is what? Now hydrogen is 4. Now what? 16 gram of methane contains hydrogen, how much? Equal to 4 gram. Therefore, 100 gram of methane will contain how much of hydrogen? 100 by 4 by 16 into 4, 4 1 ja, 4 4 ja, 4 25 ja, what 25%. So 25 is the percentage composition of hydrogen in methane. Similarly, in any kind of compound, we can find out the percentage composition of each element present there. Okay, so I have discussed two things here. I calculated the percentage composition of calcium, carbon, and oxygen in calcium carbonate. Okay, and I calculate the percentage of carbon and hydrogen in methane. Okay, for example, this is your 1, this is your 2. Okay, now if I take another example, find out the, I can write your number 3. Find out the percentage composition of each element in H2SO4. Okay. So, how to find out the percentage composition of the hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen in what? In sulfuric acid. Here see, what can you do? So, what can you do? See, molecular mass of what? H2SO4 equal what? Find out the percentage composition of each element in H2SO4. Let go. 2 plus 32 plus what? 64. Oxygen 4 and 16 64. Okay. So 2 plus 32 plus what? 64 equal what? 98. So 2 is for hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. Okay. So 2 gram, and 8 gram. So what I can say? See, 98 gram of sulfuric acid contains hydrogen equal to how much? 2 gram. Therefore, 100 gram of H2SO4 will contain hydrogen. Equal to how much? 100 gram of H2SO4 will contain hydrogen. Equal to how much? 2 by 98 into 100. Okay. Similarly, I can also go for what? Sulfur and oxygen. So now I can write like here. Now percentage composition of sulfur in sulfuric acid. How can I know? Percentage of sulfur in sulfuric acid. So what do you do? Weight of sulfur by weight of sulfuric acid into what? 98 into 100. So what you can do? Sulfur how much there? 32 by 98 into what? 100. Okay. So we will get what the percentage. Okay. Similarly, percentage composition of oxygen in H to the fourth equal what? 64 by 98 into 100. Okay. So if you calculate here, you will get the answer. How much is the percentage of what? Sulfur in H to the fourth, and how much percent of oxygen in H to the fourth. Okay. Now see, this is the problem. So based on the percentage composition, you see an organic compound contains the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen having mass percentage 57.72, 3.52 and 38.64 respectively. And if the molecular mass of the compound is 166, then calculate its molecular formula. So how to calculate? You see, first of all, you make a table, the elements present, whatever there, you can write. Then you can write here the percentage composition, whatever given. Okay. Then you can add the atomic mass. Then what is the atomic ratio? Okay. Then simple ratio. Okay. Then what will be whole number ratio. So this 6 things we have to maintain to find out the molecular formula. First of all, you see an organic compound contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So what do I write here? Carbon given, hydrogen given and oxygen given. Okay. Now having mass percentage of 57.78. So carbon how much? 57.78. Hydrogen how much? 3.58. Oxygen how much? 38.64. Okay. Now what is the atomic mass of carbon? 12 here. Hydrogen 1 here. Oxygen 16 here. Okay. Now see, the atomic mass of carbon is 12. So when I have 12 gram, the number of atom of carbon is 1. Okay. Now here given percentage composition of carbon is 57%. That means when we have 100 gram of substance, we have 57.78 gram of carbon, and we know 12 gram of carbon equal to 1 carbon atom. So this must be how many carbon atoms? That you can find out value. Simply dividing the percentage composition by what? By the atomic mass. Okay, got it? So atomic mass of carbon is 12. That is what? 12 gram of carbon equal to 1 carbon atom. Now here in 100 gram substance, we have 57.78 gram of carbon. So this much of carbon is equal to mass equal to how many atoms? How can you find out? This divided by this. Okay. So 57.78 divided by 12. Okay. Similarly, so this on division you can get what? Or 12 for that, so 4.82 I can get. Similarly, now here 3.58 the percent of hydrogen. So I will write what? 3.58 by 1 equal to what? 3.58. Similarly, if you see the atomic ratio of your oxygen here, 38.64 divided by 16, and this equal we get what will be 16 3 you can take 16 2 32 get what 2.41. So this 4.82, 3.582 and 2.41 are the atomic ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in the compound which we have taken. Now from this we will find out the simple ratio. See, how can we find a simple ratio? You will see carbon is 4.82, hydrogen 3.82, 58 and oxygen 2.41. So the atom which have the smallest composition, so with that you divide all the, then you will get what? The simple ratio. So you will get what? 4.82 82 divided by 2.41 equal what? 2. Now 3.58 divided by 2.41 equal what? 1.5. Now 2.41 by 2.41 equal what? 1. So you divide the smallest value with your all others. Now see, you will get what is simple as what? 2, 1.5 and 1. That means see, carbon can be 2, hydrogen can be 1.5 and oxygen can be 1. But this is not your whole number ratio. Now after this, you convert this into your whole number ratio. So you see, 2, 1.5 and 1 can be converted to whole number by multiplying all by 2. So 2 into 2 is what? 4, 1.5 into what? 3 and 1 into 2 is what? So 4, 3, 2 is what? Is the whole simple whole number ratio. That means see, carbon 4 are there, hydrogen 3 there, and oxygen 2 there. Okay. So I can add here now from this empirical formula. I can add what? C how much? 4, H how much? 3, O how much? So C4H3O2 is the empirical formula of the compound. Now empirical formula mass equal what? 4 into 12 plus 3 into 1 plus 2 into 16 equal 30 equal 48 plus 3 plus 32 equal what? Get what? And given value 166 is given as what? The molecular mass. So 32, 48, okay, 3 plus 32 will get what? 83. Okay. So 83 the empirical formula mass, and given here the molecular formula mass given what? Molecular formula mass given here 166. Therefore N equal what? Molecular formula mass divided by what? Empirical formula mass equal what? 166 by 83 equal what? 2. So 2 is what? The N factor. Okay. Therefore molecular formula equal what? N into empirical formula. So N is what? 2 into how much? C4H3O2 will get what? C8H6O4. So C8H6O4 is the molecular formula of the compound given here. So answer is what? C8H6O4. Okay. Similarly, another example also we can do here. Same thing. An organic compound containing CHO are the percentage composition are given here. Okay. And calculate the molecular mass, molecular formula if the molecular mass is given here. Same type, similar type we can do, same thing. Organic compound contains CHO, so CH is given here. Okay. Now we can repeat the same procedure. Okay. So given here how much? See, carbon CHO 40. 6.66, 50, 3.34. Okay. So now you can get what? Atomic mass given what? 12, 1, 16. Now you can divide 40 by 12. 40 by 12 will get what? 3.33. Then what? 6.66 by 1 equal what? 6.66. Now what? 53.34 divided by what? 16 equal what? 3.33. Okay. So we can get the atomic ratio now here. Now we can get the simple ratio. So we can get the simple ratio by dividing it by this smallest percentage. So 3.33 divided by 3.33 is equal to 1. Now 6.66 divided by 3.33 equal to 2. Now 3.33 divided by 3.33 is equal to what? Equal to 1. So 1, 2, 1. So 1 2 now here we need not to multiply again the simple ratio with a factor, because the simple ratio is already the whole number ratio. Okay, so 1 to 1, that's what you 1 to 1. Now what you can do? So empirical formula equal what? CH2O. Now empirical formula mass equal what? 12 plus 2 plus 16 equal to 30. Okay. Now molecular formula mass given here how much? 180. Okay. Now n equal what? Molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass equal to 180 by 30 equal to 6. Therefore molecular formula equal to n into empirical formula equal what? 6 into CH2O equal what? C6H12. So C6H12O6 is the molecular formula of the compound. Okay. So in this way we can find out the molecular formula from the percentage composition data. Okay. So in the next class we will discuss about the stoichiometric calculations. Okay. Thank you.